Hi everyone, welcome to Hineni with Amy. I'm so excited to be with you today and to flow into Sukkot. After Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur, we're filled with renewal and our hearts are open from forgiveness, but we can also feel a little exhausted from all of the festivities. Our bodies may ache a little bit in the hips and our neck from being in services or just the hard work of working through tshuva and forgiveness practices. So today we will create space to just be present in joy in the sukkah. And we'll also discuss and learn a little bit about the 4 species that are the 4 sacred plants in Israel, representing different environments in Israel. So we'll talk about the lulav, which is located in the desert, which is our long straight spine, the etrog, which is in the coastal plains of Israel, and that is our beautiful heart space, the myrtle branch, which is in the mountainous area, and that represents our beautiful eyes, the eyes that can see joy and goodness, and then our beautiful lips that are representative of the willow branch in the riverbank of Israel. And when these are all integrated as one, we are also unified in our own bodies. So we'll bring all of this to our practice today, but we'll go ahead and get started laying down because like me, probably you would love to have an excuse to lay down. So let's go ahead, laying on the mat, finding a comfortable place and just taking a few breaths to settle in. Then imagine that you are in your sukkah. And you may actually be in your sukkah when you do this class. But if you are not, bring to mind the most beautiful sukkah wherever you want it to be. And take a few breaths, settling into the sacred space, filling the entire body with joy. Because on Sukkot, we are given the gift of joy. And all we have to do is be present. And so a few more deep breaths, really feeling the connection points of the back wall of the body with the mat, in place where the head meets the earth. The thoracic back sinks deep into the mat, low back of the calves, and the heels. Just feeling supported and connected to the earth. Because Sukkot is all about joy in nature. And taking a moment to gaze up, maybe peeking at the stars through the roof of your sukkah. And on our next breath, we'll bend the right knee, hugging it in to meet the right shoulder for a few hip circles, massaging out the hip, opening up through the glutes, and just really creating space. Maybe you've been sitting a lot in services, so just nourish your body with these circles. And we'll reverse the circle. Deep breaths into any pockets of tightness as you continue to bask in the joy of your sukkah, creating circles of joy. And then we'll gently guide the right knee down to the earth, lengthening through the right arm, breathing into the shoulder as it melts down towards the mat, and opening up to receive the gifts of wisdom that you've worked so hard on during Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur. Deep breath. And we'll come back through center, changing sides. Left knee comes up to the left shoulder, beginning to massage the hip, opening up through the glute, creating small circles of joy. And we'll reverse our circle here, And the sukkah is known as the divine hug from our Creator. So really feel like you're being in this divine embrace, feeling supported and secure as we guide the left knee down to the earth, opening up through the left arm, breathing into the left shoulder, and opening up through the palm to receive the gifts from above. More deep breath. And we'll come back through center, giving ourselves a big hug, feeling this divine embrace. We'll let the feet come back down to the earth as we gently roll to the side, coming up to seated. And I'll face you so that you can see me, placing the palms on the knee, taking a moment to root down into your sitting bones, lengthening through your lulav spine, through the crown of the head. And the lulav grows in the desert of Israel. And so it can be dry and barren. But when we move our spine, we allow it to become fluid and full of life force. So we'll begin by allowing the spine to ripple, just baby ripples, letting the heart pull forward, pulling the belly in and back. Feeling this life force through the entire spine. And on an inhale, we'll reach the heart forward. Deep breath. Exhale, pull the belly in. Let's do that a few more times. Letting the heart shine on an inhale. Exhale, belly pulls back. Doming the spine. Last time. Inhale, smiling through your heart. Exhale, rounding back. On our next breath, we'll place the left palm on the right knee, walking the fingertips behind the low back and beginning to spiral through the spine. Keeping your attention on this long lulav spine, this energy center that brings information from the mind through the body and from the body back to the mind. Helps us to integrate all of the gifts that we've received during the High Holy Days. Maybe gaze behind the right shoulder. Just breathing into any tightness. And we'll release and switch sides. Right palm on the left knee, left fingertips on the low back, spiraling up through your lulav spine. Taking a few breaths. Just feeling this integration between the mind and the body. This ascending and descending wavelength of information connecting us from earth to the heavens. One more deep breath here. We'll bring the hands by our side, sweeping the right arm out and up, creating a beautiful arc through the side body, lateral flexion of the spine. And as you root the right sitting bone down, reach to the right fingertips, creating space on the side body, space to receive joy, breathing into the space between the ear and the shoulder, opening up. And we'll release the palm down, sweeping the left arm out and up on an inhale. Exhale as the fingertips reach to the side wall. Taking a deep breath as you open up. We'll meet back in center as we begin to wave our lulav arms, however feels good to you. In this place of the sukkah, our inspiration is joy. So have fun with this. You might even want to give yourself time to sink into the earth. Just let your body tell you what you need. You might have tension in the shoulders and the neck from reading and services, or just taking in the time of the holidays or life in general. So just open up however feels good to you and let these be yummy. So we can let go technique here just to feel free, to feel lightness. And we'll come back to center. We'll place our hands on our heart space, bringing to mind the yellow etrog. And the etrog grows in the coastal plains of Israel. And it's expansive, it's fluid. So let it ignite your heart space. The etrog is yellow, and we'll begin to bring this yellow, expansive light all around us as we inhale, reaching out and up, filling the entire sukkah with this beautiful, fragrant yellow light. Let's do that 2 more times, sweeping the arms out and up. Exhaling through heart center. 1 more time, reaching out and up, filling the space with your beautiful heart light. And then we'll come onto all fours, rooting through the hands and the feet, pulling the belly up to meet the back wall of the body. Feeling strong and feeling supported by the earth. On our next breath, we'll step the right foot forward, knee over ankle, sinking down into the mat, breathing into any tight pockets in the hip flexor, and really leveraging through the left foot to open up more. And we'll bring to mind our intention from the holidays. Whatever you cultivated as bringing into the new year, or any lessons from Yom Kippur, bring them to mind. And we'll speak these into existence, just like we speak at our mantras into life. So go ahead on an inhale, sweeping the arms out and up, letting your beautiful mantra fill the sukkah. Arms come back down and around. We'll bring the hips back, reaching through the right foot, lengthening through the right leg, gentle bend, and just swaying in the wind. The winds of Tishrei. They constantly remind us that we can change, we can evolve. And in the sukkah especially, when we wave the lulav, we can wave away any negative winds. We'll come back to the front of the mat, coming back to all fours, rooting through the fingertips and the feet, belly pulling in and up. And on an inhale, we'll open up the heart, shining our etrog. Exhale, pulling the belly in and up as you dome the back. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale the heart forward, shining your yellow light. Exhale, pulling the belly in and up. Last time, heart smiles as it reaches forward. Exhale, let the heart pull through the back wall of the body. We'll sweep the left leg forward, lining up the knee over the ankle, pulling the belly in and up, and taking a moment to stabilize through the right foot. Left foot roots down, letting the winds move your body, and bringing to mind your intention, your mantra. And the lips resemble the beautiful leaf of the willow leaf, which is in the riverbank. And let that permeate through the entire body, this beautiful mantra. Inhale, sweeping the arms up, releasing your mantra, I am joy. Arms come back down to the mat. And pull the hips back, lengthening through the left foot. Deep breath. Can release over the left leg. And just releasing any tension in the body, opening up to receive. Rolling through the left foot as we come back onto all fours, stabilizing through the hands and feet, and then we'll tuck the toes, reaching the hips back and up for our first down dog of the day. And take a moment here to let the body just open, feeling this space of the down dog. And the nature of the down dog reminds us of the temporary nature of the sukkah. And we often feel supported in the sukkah because we know our Creator is there. We're in the divine hug. And so let this reminder of the divine hug help you feel secure no matter what you're going through, wherever you are in life. No matter how difficult it may feel, you are always supported. And we'll walk to the front of the mat, releasing the head down to the earth. Really feeling the spine release here. Low back, mid back, and the head. And then we'll gently tuck the tailbone and roll up vertebrae by vertebrae. Taking a moment to just connect with you in your sukkah. And we'll connect to our strongest points of our body. Maybe it's your legs, maybe it's your back, or your arms. And just like the myrtle branch, which grows in the mountainous region of Israel, we have our strong points, just like the mountains are strong. It's the parts of us that people see that are so apparent that they immediately know what our strengths are. Maybe it's your outgoing nature, maybe it's the way you hold yourself, but really tapping into that space. And we'll bring our hands to our eyes for an eye bath. Taking a moment to bring attention to how we see things. And the myrtle branch reminds us, with the shape of the leaf, that our eyes are so sacred. The information they bring in, whether it's an internal gaze or an outward gaze, know that you can always bring in joy as you sit in your sukkah. And we'll sweep the arms out and up, bringing them to heart center, stepping the left foot back for a crescent pose, and take a moment to find your footing, rooting down through the feet, tucking the tailbone, heart lifts up, bringing the hands to touch your etrog heart, and we'll sweep the arms around us, bringing this beautiful yellow light all around our space. Exhale through heart center. On our next breath, we'll pivot toward the side of the mat into Warrior Two, finding your footing, right knee over right ankle, left foot lining up with the back of the mat, heart over pelvis, fingertips reaching out with this etrog heart. And we'll bring the palms to touch. And when we are in the sukkah, we wave the lulav. And our sages say that as we wave the lulav, we push away negative energy and we bring in good energy. So let's practice that a few times, bringing to mind something that you want to release. Inhale, pushing it away. And on the exhale, bring in something that you want to bring into your life. So for example, on the inhale, you might say, I release stress. Exhale, I bring in ease. Let's do that one more time. Pushing away the old, bringing in the new. And we'll open the arms back out, lengthening the right leg, right arm reaches overhead, and you can bring the left arm onto the spine, the low back, for a hug if it feels good, remembering the divine hug from our Creator, creating space through the side body. Deep breath. And then we'll walk in the left foot a little bit for triangle. And on an inhale, we'll sweep the right arm forward. Exhale, lifting the left arm up, reaching for the rooftop of the sukkah. And taking a breath, feeling energized, fingertips to fingertips, feeling your long spine from the crown of the head to the tailbone, and imagining that a beloved ancestor has their hand on your back, feeling supported and secure in your sukkah. And we'll sweep the right arm up, heels kick in for star pose. And when we are in our sukkah, there's a beautiful light hovering above the roof. And this light is all the wisdom that you created during Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur, waiting to downpour onto you the gifts that you have worked so hard to receive. So take a moment, reaching up for this light, imagining that it's pouring over you and that you are radiating it back and out through the sukkah. Let's take a deep breath, just feeling this beautiful light all around you, the surrounding light. And then we'll place the hands onto our waist as we pivot the feet to the front of the mat. Gentle bend in the right knee as you place the palms by the right foot, settling in, and we'll bring back our mantra, thinking about our lips and thinking about the beautiful willow branch in the riverbanks in Israel. So inhale, I am. Exhale, joy. And so allow whatever mantra resonates with you to fill your body as we inhale, reaching the hips back. Exhale, heart forward. Last time, inhale, hips lift, letting the body release over the right leg. Exhale, heart shines. We'll bring the left foot to meet the right, releasing the head down. Gently rolling up through the spine. And taking a moment here, feeling secure and strong in our mountain. Again, bringing to mind your strong places in your body and your life. Being grateful for them. Maybe bringing the palms to your eyes, representing the beautiful leaf of the myrtle branch in the mountains. Cleansing your eyes to see joyful things through this beautiful mountain pose. And then we'll release the palms, sweeping the arms out and up, back to heart center. On an inhale, we'll step the right foot back, taking a moment to find your crescent pose, tucking the tailbone in as you root down through the feet. Deep breath. And on an inhale, we'll sweep the arms out and up, shining our etrog light. Exhale through heart center. And on our next breath, we'll pivot towards the side of the mat. Right foot lining up with the back line of the mat. Left knee over left ankle, reaching out, radiating through the fingertips. And then we'll bring the palms to the heart as we wave our lulav. And again, think of what you want to wave away. Inhale, pushing it away. Exhale, bringing in goodness. Let's try that 2 more times. Inhale, pushing away the old. Exhale, bringing in sweetness. Last time, inhale, pushing out. And exhale, bringing in. And we'll sweep the arms out to the side of the body. Inhale as the left leg lengthens, left arm overhead, and then give yourself a nice hug as the right arm comes onto the low back, creating a beautiful arc and line through the side body, creating space for joy. Deep breath. On our next breath, we'll lengthen the left arm out. Right arm reaches up as we come into triangle pose, and feel free to scooch the right foot up, feeling really steady and secure in your triangle. Beautiful line of energy from fingertips to fingertips, and feeling your strong spine from the crown of the head to the tailbone. And again, bringing to mind a beloved ancestor, and feel their palm on your back. You can even lean onto their palm, shining your heart upward to our Creator. And then we'll sweep the left arm up, heels come in to meet. Big breath. And taking a moment to create an aura around yourself. The nefesh level of the soul is the most embodied soul level. So in the place of this sukkah where we're fully embodied, allow your aura to shine around you. And it's said that our aura is 6 feet around us. So in your sukkah, allow this beautiful light of your heart and your aura to circle around you. Deep breath, reaching upward with the fingertips, rooting down with the feet. And then we'll place the palms on the waist, pivoting the feet forward, gentle bend in the left knee as you bring the fingertips down. And again, bring back your mantra, your inspiration. Maybe it's your inspiration from Rosh Hashanah for renewal and New Year, or perhaps it's your inspiration from working on forgiveness. But let it take place in the body and thinking of your beautiful lips and the speech of the lips. We'll inhale as the hips pull back, letting the body melt over the left leg. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale as the heart shines. Exhale, hips reach back, keeping a gentle bend in the left knee. Last time, heart reaches forward. I am. Exhale, joy. She released the body over the left leg. And then we'll step the right leg forward to meet the left, releasing the head down, focusing on the spine, low spine, feeling the middle spine, and then the crown of the head. And take a moment to play with this. If you straighten the knees, you might find that there's more space between your body and your thighs. But when you gently bend the knees, or even deeply bend the knees, your body can actually hug into the thighs, creating more length in your spine. So see how this feels as we're working on elongating and strengthening our lulav spine. We'll take a breath here, tucking the tailbone, rolling back up to standing. Taking a deep breath here. And then because we're in our beautiful sukkah and it's the time of joy, we'll incorporate a joy dance. And so this can be as big or as small as you want it to be. It's really cultivating the winds of joy because we've removed all of the negative winds with our lulav practice. We can now have winds of joy. So shift the weight to the left leg, swinging the arms, and then back and forth, left to right. Really just imagine yourself shifting and shifting, creating winds of joy. Just imagine this lightness through the body, waves of joy through your heart, taking in all of this beautiful energy of your sukkah, feeling free. And if you want to make these bigger, you can bend the knees more, gazing over the shoulders. It's however it feels good to you, moving the arms back and forth, just coming up with your own little joy dance. Just having fun, feeling free. And maybe your winds of joy are touching my winds of joy. So let's really feel a community of joy here. We are so much more joyful together. A few more times. And then we'll come back to the top of the mat, sweeping the arms out and up, exhaling through heart center, pivoting the toes out, coming down into a gentle squat, and feeling the wind of Tishrei, opening the hips, rocking back and forth, really feeling the earth, joy in nature. And we'll place the right palm down as we sweep the left arm open, letting your heart shine. Exhale, bringing the palm back down. And then we'll plant the left palm, sweeping the right arm out and open. Deep breath. Palm returns down to the earth. And then we'll come down onto the mat with our legs crossed. And we'll integrate all of this wisdom. We've had our Rosh Hashanah renewal energy, our forgiveness energy from the heart, and then we have the joy of Sukkot. So let's integrate these different energies with circles of integration as you pull the heart forward, heart to the side, heart back. Really allowing all of these different energies of the holidays to integrate through your lulav spine. We'll do that a few more times. And again, feel really playful here. Just letting the body feel free, childlike, in your sukkah. Let's do that one more time. And then we'll switch sides. Maybe one side needs a little more integration, so you can take your time just feeling the body opening. Letting the head go, the neck go. Feeling joy. Let's do that one more time. And then we'll come back down on the mat the way we started, laying down. We'll place our feet down into the earth, imagining there's soil underneath the toes, rooting the arms by your side. And on an inhale, we'll lift the hips up, engaging through the glutes and the hamstrings, letting the heart shine upward through the rooftop of your sukkah. We'll exhale, upper back, lower back, coming down to the earth. And we'll do that one more time. And if it feels good, you can clasp the hands together to create a greater opening through the chest. Inhale as the hips lift up. Exhale, reaching the fingertips and hands together, rolling the shoulders underneath as you open up your etrog heart, filling the room with your yellow, fragrant light. One more deep breath here. And we'll roll back down, upper back, middle back, lower back. We'll place the right ankle over the left thigh, clasping behind the knee. And take a deep breath, breathing into any remaining pockets of tightness as you gently nudge the right knee open. Taking a deep breath, breathing in joy, and breathing out joy. And we'll switch sides as we place the right foot down, left ankle over the right knee, clasping behind the right knee. Gently opening through the left knee. Maybe a little rock here as you sway in the wind. Releasing any tension. And just creating space. One more deep breath. And then we'll grab our knees to open up into circles of joy. We started this way and we'll end this way as well. Just feeling these beautiful circles of joy in our sukkah. And we'll reverse the circles out and in. And you might find that one side feels better. Maybe going forward felt different than going back. But just opening up to joy. And then we'll give ourselves a big hug. And the sukkah is often referred to as the womb space. And it's the space of compassion. And so really feel this compassion from the divine surrounding you as you place the feet down, lengthening through the legs, arms by your side, breathing in compassion, feeling supported by the earth, feeling supported by nature. And we'll take a few deep breaths as we gaze up through the roof of our sukkah, gazing at the stars and feeling this strong connection to the earth as the head reaches down into the earth, thoracic spine, low spine, calves. Seeing if it feels different now that you've opened up through the body. Maybe your connection points of intimacy feel more deeply connected. And just reminding ourselves that in the month of Tishrei, the sense of the month is intimacy. And so all of the work we do, whether we're opening up to renewal, opening to forgiveness, or opening up to joy, are all through intimacy and connection to the divine, to ourselves and to others. And we'll take one more deep breath here, sealing in our practice with joy. And we'll roll to the side, coming back up to seated. Crossing the legs, bringing your hands to our heart, and gently dip the chin down. Thanking yourself for being here today and for taking time for you and for opening up to joy. Thank you so much for joining, and I wish you a beautiful Sukkot.